My name is Pastor Gabby Cudjoe Wilkes. I live in Bed-Stuy, Brooklyn, and I am the founder and co-lead pastor of the Double Love Experience Church in Brooklyn, New York. Our church has been established for 3 years, so the brand, the Double Love Experience, has been in the world for 3 years, established October 2018. When I was younger, I was thinking about what industry I wanted to be in, but one thing I was clear on from a young age, I always wanted to be the type of individual where people in my industry knew who I was. I never wanted celebrity where you're so famous you don't have any privacy, but I always wanted to know that whatever industry I was in, the tastemakers, the gatekeepers in that industry knew my work. And so when I was younger and in college, that looked like being a music business executive. And then later on in life, when I became a pastor, it meant being a faith leader. But I always wanted to make sure that those who ran things in my industry knew about my work. So teams are fluid. Every creative who is a founder knows that. But the question is, how large is my team? My team currently consists of about 20 people. I'm really, really honored to have that many folks sign on to this dream. There have been times in this dream where my team was as small as 3. There have been times in this dream where my team has been as large as 30. So, it ebbs and flows, but right now we're about 20 strong. Okay, so people always ask me, did you need a degree for that? Like, does your degree actually prepare you for this work? Absolutely yes. Now, you can do it without it. No shade to anyone who does it without it, but every single degree I've ever received has prepared me for this work. Shout out to my HBCU, Hampton University. I was a public relations major there. It gave me the appropriate foundation for the work that I do now, supporting my brand. I then got my first master's in music business from NYU. It helped me navigate the systems and structures of New York City, put me right in the belly of the beast. I learned so much about event production, music, and the 9 through NYU. And then later on, I awakened to my call as a pastor, so I had to be theologically trained. So I got my MDiv, which is a Master of Divinity from Yale University, and I am currently finishing up my doctorate in innovation in the Black church at Duke. I promise you, every degree I went after has made me a stronger and better leader. Okay, 3 apps that I can't live without. First one is InShot. It helps me act like I'm a video editor when I'm really not, but people can't tell because InShot will bless you. Photo Grid, because when I need to throw some things together really quickly, it helps me. It's been around for a while, but it's really easy. And then whatever news you prefer to go by, I recommend that every creative has a news app. I prefer CNN, but you can't be an effective creative and brand strategist without knowing what's going on in the world. And so those push alerts help me not have to spend all this time going through newspapers, but it helps me to know exactly what is the pulse of the current events in our society. Okay, 3 habits to live by. The first one, I got this also from my HBCU, Hampton University. To be early is to be on time. To be on time is to be late. To be late is unacceptable. HBCU culture, Hampton University taught me that. The second habit, if at first you don't succeed, try again. Listen, if you're going to be a creative, failure is a part of it, y'all. We're going to fail sometimes, and you just got to be able to pick yourself back up, learn from your mistakes, and try again. And then thirdly, start every single day with prayer, because truly God is the source of all of my strength, and God helps me keep going. If I don't start in prayer, I'm going to be all up in my head, stressing myself out with no guidance and nowhere to go. So I start every single day with prayer. How many hours a day do I devote to my brand? Creatives can relate to me. We spend almost 24 hours a day, don't we, on our brands? We really care about it. I, at this stage of my journey, don't get a whole lot of sleep. I spend about 20 hours a day. No exaggeration on my brand. I'm working on that. That's not sustainable. I would love to get to about 15 hours a day, but I'm not there yet. My least favorite responsibility in my role is administrative tasks. I mean, I would love it if I did not have to worry about the admin things. But every creative has to. We got to be aware of those little nitty gritty things. It's so important. It's the little foxes that spoil the vine. So, I had to incorporate that in my work, make sure I get it done, but I hate those admin tasks. The largest insecurity as a pastor that I had to overcome was that people cared about what I said. And anyone who public speaking is attached to your brand understands that you can go on YouTube and find any number of people probably saying stuff you've already said, and you can easily talk yourself out of believing that what you have to contribute is worth it. But what I have learned as I've overcome this insecurity is that no two people have the same perspective on anything. You might be talking about the same topic, you might be talking about the same issue, you may have the same training, but because of your own lived experience, you have a different perspective. And somebody is connected to your perspective, and those are your people. So I had to overcome that insecurity that what I'm saying has already been said, and I had to live into the fact that there are folks assigned to the work that my hands are to, that I am to speak into. And once I got to that place, I said, I'm going to speak whenever I have the opportunity so that I can give honor to God, because as a pastor, my work is to be a vessel for God.